Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield.
This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ja'Marr Chase with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
1-1, ready?
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Burrow on third down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They'll try and run with Mixon. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Flushed out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And they will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on the opening drive and 3 more here to add to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 26 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
11. Defense can't stop you. 11 coming. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
11.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Bengals at 8-4 now in the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Drake London, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd and short. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
3rd down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house. And now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Forced out to his left. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
There we go.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon as running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To the air again, Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game because this time he took the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. From the gun on third down is Burrow. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, a 14-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will take it on in. for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Bo Melton from 6 yards away. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the round is on the air in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Cameron Hayward able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
A final shot before the break. Watson. And it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Watson looks to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To the air yet again, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones from 4 yards out. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
Again, it's Mixon. And some space here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40.
11. They gotta go.
Running left, it's Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
11, mighty. Hey, we gotta go score.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. Flush to his right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the 29, Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson, he's going to back away and call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They give to Chubb out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little... There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson out the door. His guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after getting up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Faking the give, now Watson. This is the tight end, the joke. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 190 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Well, that's 2 points he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 36, Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are right back in this football game. The Browns drive about to get started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie.